Hello, good morning. My name is Nzinga Allen, and I represent Irie Life. Irie Life is a small family business that we created, my husband and I, because we are beekeepers as well as organic farmers. So we wanted to take those two things and put them together. So the first thing we started off with actually was our infused honeys. As beekeepers, we have honey and we have beeswax. We used our beeswax now to make our body yogurts, which is all over skincare line. We have a few that are formulated especially to do different things. So this one, for instance, is called Renewal. It's called Renewal because I had gone through breast cancer and had to have my breast removed. And in doing that, sometimes what I realize is that sometimes when the doctors do their job, they are not really thinking about the appearance of that woman after. And I realized that it could look very unsightly, and we're already self-conscious of it not being there to begin with. So what I did was I did some research on what essential oils could be used to lessen the appearance of scars and that sort of thing. And what I found was that frankincense oil and rose geranium oil were two very good products to do it with. So we infused it with our beeswax based body yogurt at Created Renewal, and I've been using it. I've had my breast removed now for 5 years, and it has greatly reduced the appearance of my scar. Sometimes I don't even see it anymore, but it's there. But yeah, that's what we do. Thank you. Right, and this here is our infused honeys. We do three flavors. We do the Scotch bonnet pepper infused honey. We do the ginger infused honey, and we also do turmeric infused honey, all of which we grow on our little farm here in St. Thomas. And we chose these three ingredients because it's not just a tasty product, but it's also healthful too. So the Scotch bonnet is great. It helps to lessen or to help you drain your sinuses if you have sinusitis. But oh my goodness, this is amazing with everything from veggies to meats to fish. It also acts as a great dip if you like French fries with a little bit of a kick. We also have this is the turmeric, and I love to make tea out of this because turmeric is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It's known for now for its anti-cancer properties, but also this makes an amazing tea. And if you put it as part of salad dressing, which is something we do as well, it is delicious. And last but not least is our ginger infused honey. And this product is great for just as a teaspoon to take if you have a bit of an upset stomach or a problem with digestion. It's great for colds, and it's excellent to sweeten tea, juices, anything like that. I was just telling my colleague that. And what we do is we infuse those two, and it's not only delicious, but it also is medicinally healing. So let's look at the Scotch bonnet pepper one. We find that the Scotch bonnet pepper, we have a customer that comes to us to help drain his sinuses because it's not strong, it doesn't burn out your calories, but it is warm enough And this, as we know, turmeric is like a superfood. It's good for everything. It's now been discovered that the curcumin in the turmeric is great for cancer. It's great for as an anti-inflammatory.
It's Kemoy Roberts. I'm from St. Jago Farm and Hardware Supplies Limited. I'm the apiculture specialist. So basically what we do, we supply bee equipment. Everything you need in rearing bees. So right here we have the 3-frame extractor, meaning that it holds 3 frames at a time. This is the manual one. We have the manual one. And basically this is from Manwick brand. Over here we have the smoker. As a bee farmer, you got to have this. You got to have a smoker. Smoker is very essential to part of your work. Basically what the smoker does, it calms down the bees. If you don't have the smoker, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. You gotta have that smoker. And as a bee farmer, you're going into the business, but you gotta have the equipment. In terms of boxes, we sell 2 types of boxes. We have the shallow box, we have the deep box, and also we have the bottom board. Bottom board, we have our cover board, and of course you're gonna want your frames. So if you come closer, we have the frames. Each box holds 10 frames. So basically we have 2 types of frames. We have the shallow frames, we have the deep frames. Depends on which frames you like. And also we have the excluder. We have the plastic excluder. I have the metal excluder. Whichever one you prefer, we have it. If you come further down now, right here, we also have the hive tool. The hive tool is another essential equipment you need to have in your apiary. This helps to move around the frames in the boxes. And sometimes I use it to price up the boxes, because sometimes the bees seal the boxes with propolis. We have our treatment as well, which is the Apiston. Usually we treat Apiston like with veramites, because veramites they trouble the bees. So this is the treatment, Apiston. 10 strips per pack. So you put 2 per box, 2 per box. Over here now, we have our queen rearing system. So if you are a farmer that want to just do queen rearing alone, we have the kit where you can set up and follow along. You can just use it and rear your queens if you're just doing queen alone. The next step now, when we reach that step, in making the honey. So that's what you want, that is the goal, as a bee farmer, when you reach that section. So when you're making the honey now, with that extraction period, as I said, you want the extractor, you have your double sieve, you have your uncapping knife, and also you have your bee brush. So most farmers, they use those equipment, and also more protection. Of course, protect yourself. You have the shirt veil, one size fits all. And also if you want to more protection, you have the bee gloves. Bee gloves, and if you're an expert, you reach that expert stage now, you can just wear your hat veil. No need for the shirt veil. And also if in case any repairs to your frame, frame nails. So basically, apiculture is a good business, a very good business. Over time it's slow, but over time, when you gradually grow, over time you can reap that benefit. So basically, this is a wide range of equipment and stuff that we sell at St. Jago Farm and Hardware Supplies.
Researched and came across both frankincense and rose geranium that they are going to things. And it just so happens we have access to those oils, so we did a formulation in with our body yogurts. We can put this is salt here. And it's been doing a great job. I find that it has less maintenance store. It's been now going on 5 years, and it's not that it's almost disappeared, but it's a lot less. It works. It's worked for me, and I'm happy to say that women who have gone through cancer or that kind of a challenge, and I find that they are really happy. I would add something else. This is something we didn't realize was a benefit, but because of the frankincense and the rose geranium oil that I mentioned we've learned that when you as a woman go through chemo and lose your hair, this will help stimulate the hair growth. You know, there's an additional benefit.
You see, there it is, 2 years.
Honey infusion. That one's ginger. And that one's great because, you know, there's a lot of times when you have indigestion, upset stomach, it
You have a problem? You have a problem because we can't have the ear.
Sinus issues. I have a cough. Most of the time when I cough, I bring up wash of the plate. That's my thing.
Yes. Yeah. But let me tell you, we have a customer that comes by our space on Erie Castle Road and Rockbrook Road, the Erie Castle Main Road and Rockbrook Road. So he comes there every time he gets a sinus flare up because he buys the Scotch bonnet pepper. He gets from us on the regular.
Alright, so I'm Greg Willinge. I'm from the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. So we are from the Bowles Research Station, the apiculture unit, and we are showcasing different products from the bees. So we have honey, we have pollen, bee pollen, we have propolis, and we are also looking at the value-added products that we can use some of these products from the beehives to make. So for example, we have mead. Now mead is an alcoholic beverage made from honey. This is made from local honey. And we think that more persons should be getting involved in the value-added part of the operation, but not a lot of persons have been doing that. Persons kind of just focus more on the honey, but not make it using the honey to make anything else. So we at the unit are encouraging persons to get into the value-added part of it. We also have bee pollen.
Oh my God.
And persons can use this to make smoothies. So it's very simple, very easy to collect. So we have here, we have a trap, very simple setup, where we can use the bee pollen trap to collect the pollen. And you just sun dry this and it's ready for use. Right? So it's a very, very simple and easy setup. So we're encouraging persons to get into that. Sometimes the season may not bring you the amount of honey that you desire. So in that event, then you can always become diversified and go into other areas, which is what we're encouraging this. Right? We also have different infused honey. So person will infuse the honey, and this is sorrel and ginger infused into the honey. So you can take it to make a dip, right?
Oh God, yes.
Which is excellent. Now some persons have become more innovative and they are putting the honey in sachet. So you have different areas. So you just use one per day, depending on your need. And of course, some persons may put their honey in different jars and beer bottles and different shape. So some persons may want a souvenir, they can purchase this, right? And you have the traditional 750 Jamaicans, a quart bottle. This is the go-to for most persons, right? So we are showcasing all of that. However, the industry was moving towards glass at one point because some persons may not be interested in putting honey in plastic. So they may desire glass, which is usually expensive, but still we show a person what the different options are, right? So that's pretty much what we are showcasing today. But we also must talk about our training program which we have. So that training program is at the Bowles Research Station. We do have trainings from time to time as it needs maybe. So we have within the parish. So if, for example, we find that persons are having challenges with the weather situation, we may have trainings and to teach persons how to properly rear bees under these conditions, right? So those are some of the things that we have discussing today from the unit. Right?
Okay, my name is Amelie Forrest Jr. and I am here today under the Ministry of Justice, Social Justice Division, and in particular the Restorative Justice Branch. So today we are in the community sharing with the persons because restorative justice seeks to help persons to resolve conflicts, and we do that at community levels. Sometimes families, community members are involved in conflicts. So here today we just have some things on display, but our main focus is to bring awareness to persons that restorative justice is active within the parish of St. Thomas. So once there is a conflict, we seek to help persons to repair the harm and to rebuild or strengthen the relationships. So once someone is hurt, we refer to them as the victim, and the person who causes the hurt, we refer to that person as the offender. So restorative justice takes no sides. We are non-biased, and we seek to bring all the persons together to allow them to express themselves on what happened, how they feel about what happened, how they are affected, and what they would like to see. So basically, each person has a say in the outcome. And we know that our social need, once we feel heard, we're going to be quick to resolve, because most times we just want to be heard. So we help persons to resolve their conflicts, and we don't just resolve it and leave it there. But restorative justice follows up with persons to ensure that whatever you agree to, it is being done. And there are times when we may need to refer persons to get additional support. Restorative justice does that. So we're here just to bring awareness to our services at Restorative Justice.
Tell me about the display and so. All right, so we are here at the Bee Expo, the Talk to Me Bee Expo, because we want everybody to be aware that Jamaica Post is 354 years strong. We are doing more than just mail. We also offer a suite of commercial services and solutions because we want to be known, and we are known as the preferred logistics partner. So if you'd want packages to move from point A to point B, the length and breadth of the island, then you need to come to us because we are the preferred local courier service, and you do that through Zipmail. If you are a solopreneur, if you are an entrepreneur, and you have Jamaican goods or anything that you'd like to move from Jamaica to the rest of the world, you come to us, and you do that through Fast Track. Or if you are shopping online, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Temu, whether it's Bath and Body Works, and you'd like the packages to be sent here, then we will give you a tax-free US shipping address, and you can collect it in 3 days from virtually any post office in the island. So here at Jamaica Post, we offer more than just mail, and you need to check us out. Check us out on our website. It's www.jamaicapost.gov.jm, or just scroll through the social media packages at jamaica.post on Instagram.
Before we run, we have like internet and so on. And you believe that the post, World Post, or the post office, the dying, or it's still alive and well?
Yeah, to be honest, it's even stronger now more than ever, because with the advent of technology, what Jamaica Post has done, we have embraced it. And so a lot of our processes now are going digital, but there are going to be cases from time to time where you need a wet signature on documents, you need printed documents, and then you will come to us. And then if you have any issues or any problems related to logistics, the movement of anything from point A to point B, then you still come to the preferred logistics partner.
And it happened to me again when I was back here in St. Thomas.
Okay, good morning. My name is Darlene McCallan. With me is Miss Khalil Nelson. We are from the Social Development Commission, and the Social Development Commission is the leading government organization that deals with community development. We currently work in 51 communities across the parish of St. Thomas. Today we are here at Golden Valley at the Bee Expo, and we are here because we are integral in community development. And on display today we have profiles, and profiles come under the programmatic area that we have that is known as community research and database and program. And the profile is a document that document all the background information on a specific community. So whatever information you want to know about a community in the parish of St. Thomas, we have it at our office. It is documented and you can get whatever information. We also have what is known as community priority plan, and this is a document where we go into the community, we work with them, and we find out what are the issues and challenges that they have, and we come down to the top 5 issues and challenges that they are facing. We document it and see how best we can work with the community group to help them to get funding, grants and other loans or whatever, to help them to alleviate the issues and challenges that they're having. We also have flyers that tells us about the Social Development Commission and our objective, our vision, our missions, and the different programmatic areas that we have. These, we have cups on display, we have water bottles, we have notebooks, umbrellas and bags out here today showcasing our organization. And we are located at 1 Springfield Road across from the new urban center.
It's not my friend. I can tolerate it. Okay. It's not my friend. All right.
Like, let's say a child is tired of their mother beating them.
Turmeric is very strong. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So this, what we normally do with it is we make tea. So in the morning when I'm too lazy to leave the, get up and pick any bush, which is what my favorite thing is to do. We just go and we make put a cup of warm water and a teaspoon of this, and that's your tea, and you're gone. I don't know if you're afraid to try the scotch bonnet. No, I'm not. You're not afraid? Good morning, ladies. Hi. So I'm going to go easy on you with this one. It's not that hot. It's rather mild. It makes a wonderful dip.
But they're still getting here.
My personal favorite would be the ginger. However, the honey infused with the Scotch bonnet, fire. I like it. Yeah.
It's our best seller.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
So you know what?
Thank you.
So good morning. My name is Karim Bartlett and I'm representing Mirak Farms and Butchery. Here we do livestock and including beekeeping as well. So on display today we have these nuke boxes, these plastic nuke boxes known as Easy Nukes. Their advantage is that they are built in with a bottom and a cover on top of them, and they are easier to use for transportation. So that's their advantage. This here we have a wax foundation mill. This wax mill is like it brings foundation making to that individual level, where each farmer has the ability now to produce their own wax by using this mill. Right here, this is known as a manipulating tool, and it is improve on the efficiency of how you operate and manage your operation, where you can actually easily manipulate a frame, easily manipulate a bee frame without have to use your hand. So that's the advantage of this. Here, this item is known as a Vorocheck, So this is used to keep awareness of the level of the varroa mite that is present in the colony, and to monitor that threshold, so to ensure that the varroa mite numbers don't pass a certain level that is going to eventually affect the colony ability to be productive. Now this here is known as a cell bar with queen cells on it. So for us who do queen operation, this is one of the tools that we use to produce our queens. And this here would known as, these are grafting needles. So this allows us to take the queens from the larvae from the cell and transfer them to these queen cells here that the bees know and detect that they should produce queens from. Now once we produce a queen, we have to figure out a way how we're going to transport those queens. And here we have two types of transport mechanisms. We have a plastic queen cage and we have a wooden queen cage. And this is our queen transport kit. So when we are transporting a number of queens, we catch a number of queens that need to transport, this allows us to do that, to transport multiple queens at once. And this markers, each of them represent a specific year. There should be 5 markers, and then they represent 5 years and actually represent the life of a queen. So in year 1 you might have white, then year 2 you have green, year 3 blue, red, year 4 blue, and then year 5 yellow, and then you start the cycle over, and that's how we keep track of the queens. These 2 items are queen excluders, and their purpose is to separate the queen from going to the honey, and because once she goes to the cages or the frames that has honey, she's tend to lay on them, and then it destroys the honey production. So we use this to keep the queen out of the honey production to ensure that we get strictly good honey. The bee brush, and this is like a spacer tool that is used to keep the frames evenly distributed inside of the bee box. This little small apparatus here is an item that is used to capture the small hive beetles that are present in the colony. So we typically, what we do is fill these 2 areas with oil, close this one, and then rest it between 2 frames, and the beetle will go inside and they will just die and prevent them from creating an impact in the colony. So this is basically our setup as relates to the beekeeping tools and equipments that we offer.